They're just checking to make sure my liver's good. And I'm just thankful. Good morning. Tired boy. He looked over at me. We're getting ready to leave. We're leaving in 12 minutes for endoscopy time. First, we're gonna drop Elijah at our friend's house and then to the hospital. We just accessed my port and getting ready to go. I was trying to time this just perfectly that he'll either fall asleep in the car or right when we get there to our friend's house, but his eyes just closed and I was like, hey bud, you ready to go get in the car? And this was his response. We just dropped him off. No tears from me, I'd like to say. No tears from you. No tears from anybody, really. Because Elijah is like totally good. And now we will make our way to the hospital. I will never stop saying I love living close to the hospital. 13 minutes away. Yes.
That's pretty great.
Because when we lived in Boston with traffic, it was an ordeal. And we were only like an hour-ish, so with traffic maybe like an hour and a half or so. But that adds a lot onto the day. And because we're so close, it makes a, you know, anesthesia procedure type thing like no big deal rather than like a whole day event. Mm-hmm. We'll probably, I'm guessing, we'll get home by lunchtime. So I did take Trikafta this morning. When the pre-op nurse called, we were talking through my meds and I was like, I think I'll probably only take Trikafta, Prilosec, and famotidine the morning of. And she was like, yeah, that sounds good. But Trikafta is supposed to be taken with fat, like, you know, bacon or avocado or something. Well, really anything. Milk. But I made a judgment call and I was like, I'd rather just take it, even though I have to be empty stomach, and I probably won't absorb it as well, but I don't want to risk not taking it.
Yeah, better than not to eat.
Yeah. That's my opinion. And I've never taken it on an empty stomach.
Yeah, because you have to take it with food.
So I guess we'll find out if it makes me nauseous, but so far.
I feel like it would have by now.
Yeah, I definitely would have puked my brains out by now. So, yeah, it feels good. I feel ready.
Feels good?
Feels good.
Feels good.
Like, you know,
yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm glad. I thought you would be like a mess leaving Elijah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Or like, I thought that would add to like feeling anxious about the endoscopy or something. But you were like, yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm good. He has kids to watch at that house, and
yeah, they're all excited.
He's been loved before he even arrived. Like, yeah. He's well loved. Yeah. Meaning these families from our church, like, they loved him and prayed for him before he arrived. So it means a lot to have them love on him in this way. And so we're gonna go to the hospital, we'll check in, and hopefully I can go get a really nice nap. Oh, I forgot.
What'd you forget?
I was gonna go up in the transplant evaluation binder from 3 years ago to this day. Like, yeah. I was at transplant evaluation 3 years ago. Wow. And get that anesthesia paper.
I think they have it figured out because you had an endoscopy here already.
Now, do you remember if the last endoscopy, the one here, if
they did something different?
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
I didn't flail around?
No.
Okay.
And you were like, I trust you, and this person was like, yeah, we'll make it work. And so they did something different.
Okay, I think
you can trust them.
I'll tell them whatever you did last time worked. That's usually what I say.
Yep.
I I packed real light, but I did remember my ID because they told me I needed it. Well, I brought my wallet. Hopefully my ID's in my wallet. Whatever.
Friend just asked me, you guys are like used to this. I feel like I used to be much more used to this. Like this morning I was like, what do I take? I was like, oh, I gotta go get my computer in my backpack.
I also packed some things for you.
Oh, what'd you pack for me?
I packed you a Kind Bar.
Nice.
A Z-Bar.
Nice.
And Starburst.
Nice.
And I packed an emergency item, chapstick.
Ah, yes.
I've been needing chapstick
Surely
in emergent ways.
After anesthesia, you'll need chapstick.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Let's do it. Hey, I guess this is a date.
All right. We have weird ideas for dates.
Well, this wasn't really our idea.
Yeah, it's true. But it always has been our idea to make a hospital day a date day.
Yeah. Friday date day. Except it's not Friday.
Monday.
That was a good shot.
Okie dokie. You ready?
Oh yeah. I was born ready.
Check out all your
We just got
innards.
a picture and our baby's asleep. He's so cute.
He is so cute. Do you have to wear that hairnet?
Yeah, remember? They put this on you when you're not ready.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And I was like, but I get it.
All right. Ready for a nice
I
nap?
think I'm gonna do a little braid.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm so ready.
You're ready.
Let's get some nap. I'm gonna sleep as well as Elijah's sleeping right now.
Yeah. Sleep like a baby. Womp, womp, womp.
The port saga that never ends started on day 2.
Yeah.
I mean, really, this port has been so bad.
It's
it was-
being positional and sluggish.
Yeah, and they were like, you do not want a positional port when you're under anesthesia.
Yeah.
And so,
Which means peripheral IV.
which, as we all remember.
Which I think usually anesthesia wants to do that anyways, but often they can do it after she's asleep.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of one time I went for like a CAT scan, and the person who was putting the IV in was like digging for a long time.
And Mary passed out.
At that point, that was the first time I had ever passed out, so it was like, what's happening?
Good news. Mary's hooked up to IV drip. What?
Peter said it best. The port has no problem going slow.
Yep.
It's true. It's very sluggish.
It's working. The anesthesiologist was awesome. He was like, I don't want to torture patients any more than I need to. Your port looks like it'll take drugs. We'll do it.
And if
they need to.
Asleep, if they need to give a bolus and it's not working, they'll just stick a peripheral in.
Yep. Awesome.
I just wanted to stop in. I can't take myself seriously. 3 years ago, this week, we were here for transplant evaluation, liver and lung, double lung and liver transplant evaluation. And it is mind-blowing to think back with all the unknowns, with the timeline, with the outcome, just all the unknowns. We didn't know what the next couple of months or years would look like. And we did have hope that this new medication would come out and that it would help me. But we had no idea to even hope for the vast improvement and all the new things in our life, or all the new people in our life. And having Elijah join our family, and yeah, I think I'm speechlessly grateful that I'm just here for an endoscopy, that the monitor shows that my lungs are oxygenating well, thankful that my body is stable, and that this is just a monitoring. They're just checking to make sure my liver's good. And I'm just thankful. And when we think back on the transplant evaluation, it was like 1 week, like it was just a set of days that were here at the hospital, tons of tests, tons of mental stress and physical stress and all the things. But it was what progressed cystic fibrosis life is. It's tests and uncertainty, and it's all of that. And so it will never leave our minds how grateful we are to not be in that season right now. And it won't leave our minds that there are still patients who walk these halls doing the transplant evaluation or walking these halls and just really sick with tons of uncertainties. And for the first couple of years after, it's been 3 years now, for the first year, every time we walked into the hospital on a Monday, I was like, the transplant evaluation patients are going in the conference room right now where they're getting that initial orientation. And oh, it's Tuesday. This was the day that they did the manometry, and that was horrifying. It was horrible for me. I mean, with the cough and all the gagging, and it was bad. And then, oh, it's Wednesday. That's the day they did the, you know, I remember that, and I think about those patients that are walking the halls now or riding a wheelchair because they're not up to walking. And it's just, it's, you know, those things in life that never leave you. And it was just the evaluation. I was able to start Trikafta before it was FDA approved. It wasn't called Trikafta at that point, the triple combo. And it saved my life. And so I get to sit here and just kind of relax in a way that a lot of patients don't have that opportunity. This is a moment of extreme fatigue or anxiety because of, like, when you wake up from anesthesia, how are your lungs going to react? Like, when I woke up from anesthesia, I don't know, 5 years ago or something, I woke up and my lungs didn't oxygenate well, and I did have to be on oxygen for a while. And just like, you know, all of those unknowns now, it's just such a gift to have less unknowns. There are certainly still unknowns. I am aware of that. I could still wake up and my lungs could struggle. That's a possibility. But for the most part, it's a gift to be stable. And if you guys are in a position where you're not stable right now and you are struggling, I want you to know that I remember that. I think of you guys, I pray for you guys, and I will keep on cheering you on.
All right, Mary just went back for the procedure. They started the sleepy med. She was happy, ready to go. And I'm sitting in the same seat I was sitting in 2 years ago, remembering that it was the first time Mary was going under anesthesia for an endoscopy, but it was the first time since starting Trikafta, and we didn't know. I remember sitting here thinking, I don't know how her lungs are going to do when she wakes up, because typically anesthesia was hard. And sitting here today feels a whole lot different because her lungs did well recovering. Her lungs have continued to improve since then. And like Mary was just saying, like, really, really grateful.
It feels like I feel like I'm moving.
Yeah, just rest.
But
yeah. Everything went good.
did he already come in?
Yep. Same as last time.
And I was totally asleep.
Yeah, you were totally asleep when I got back here.
Really?
Literally, I came back here about 13 minutes after you went back. Like, it took less than 10 minutes.
Hi.
Hi. I love you.
I guess my baby's still just eating his food.
Yeah. I'm sure he's doing good. Yeah. Just relax.
Right now?
Yeah.
Am I gonna forget right now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Certainly?
Yeah.
We should do some tests or something.
Okay. We need a code word.
Yeah, call me butter.
Butter.
So I was asleep.
Yep, you're asleep.
I wonder if they woke me up back there or something. And I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe. Good job.
What was my first waking up?
You just kind of opened your eyes a little bit and looked at me.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to congratulate my port for actually doing
Yeah.
the one job it has.
Good job, Port.
Wow. You barely pulled through for us.
I think next time we access, we should, like, experiment if there's a position, like,
Yeah.
using gauze or something to make it more reliable.
Or even a shorter needle so it hits the port a little different way.
Maybe. Good job, Port.
I have like mucusy throat, but I don't know that I've coughed.
Yeah? No, not yet.
And my throat doesn't even hurt. I keep farting.
Nice.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that. I remember one time they took biopsies
Mm-hmm.
and my belly was all blown up.
Mm-hmm.
That was in Chicago. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, they checked my blood sugar. Wow, I needed a Band-Aid for my blood sugar?
Mm.
That's
Special.
something else.
So now with your red cap on. Mm-hmm. Look at this girl all dressed and ready to go. The coughing has started.
But it is not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. I mean, at first it was just like clearing throat. Now it's like, oh, okay. But it's fine.
Yeah.
I thought I was like all good, and I was joking like, oh yeah, people stand up and think they're fine. And I stood up, and Peter and the nurse were both like, oh.
Well, Mary like started to like pretend like I'm fine, I'm leaning, but then it actually looked like she was falling.
Oh. Which, to be fair, it does still feel.
Little woozy.
It's just like.
Disorienting.
Almost like you don't have as much strength.
Mm. Good job.
But like, yeah, leaning that, it felt like,
I could probably keep going.
They probably gave me this fall risk bracelet for a
Ready in room 5.
I knew it was going to be room 5. That's the busiest room.
Do you remember the code word?
Butter.
Okay.
Ready in room 5.
And the big reveal is, well, I actually didn't know this. I feel like I've always been told I have slight to no varices. And that's what they're looking for. Hey, look, guts. Slight to nothing. But
Which
in
I
fact,
think is what they've said.
but they had one specifically noted.
Yeah.
So I guess from 2 years ago, it was one varice situation.
Area.
But not big. And I just farted again.
It was basically little.
It was the same.
Little change, yeah. So all is well. So basically, that's what we'd hoped for, and because of that, we just repeat this in another couple years.
And it was not a severe varice.
Yeah.
So
Minimal.
I believe the two things that they do is one, rubber band it. And
If it was severe.
And I imagine it's like a dentist rubber band, like the braces rubber bands, except way smaller. And then 2, they can put you on a beta blocker.
Medication.
Farted again.
Okay. All right. We're waiting for a wheelchair to get her out of here, and then we'll go pick up Eli.
I'm gonna do a quick rundown for anybody who might be getting ready to do a procedure like this.